You ready for this? Yeah, make sure your settings are on so everyone can hear, please. I'll check the stream on YouTube and then we'll get going. Come and sit down in the saloon. The renegades aren't going to touch you. Cool. What's all the shooting out? Shooting stop.
I don't want to play that. You got it. Even yourself. He's hiding out in there.
Okay, while you're kind of getting your settings in order then, Alan, I'm going to set up the stream on the TT page. Okay. Is this going to work in free roam, yeah? Because there's a lot of shooting going on.
You fix me a guy in my town. You hear?
Yeah. Johnny, you there? Okay, I think he's just telling them to just chill the fuck out. There's a lot of shooting with the law going on. Don't want that shit to spoil the stream. I've never done this in free roam. By who? HHL, wasn't it? Was it? I thought it was just... Everyone still is gunning for Boris, man. Why are you even chilling with that lame motherfucker? Shit, I mean... Okay, man. I mean, it is what it is, but in my opinion, he's a lame motherfucker. Okay, right. Johnny... Did he... yeah, well... Okay. Johnny, are you back? Sorry about this, Alan. Johnny, are you back in the game chat, yeah? Party chat, even. I think what we'll do is we'll get Johnny in here and we'll just get into the mission because I think this is going to be hard doing it this way. Are you here in the session, Alan? Come to the bar, come to the Tumbleweed. The guys aren't going to do anything.
No, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay, here's Alan. Right, you guys be good out there, okay? Just chill.
Yeah, they good. I just talked to them on the street.
Okay, right, come on in, Alan. Let's come and get a drink. Just come and sit down.
That boy came here with that dynamite stick out.
Johnny, you got your settings so you can hear yourself, yeah, in your party chat menu.
I'm pretty sure I can't eat some other broadcast settings.
Okay, I'm going to check the live stream, and if we sit down, then we'll begin the interview. Let me just check. It's not an exact science. Yeah, my chair. Yeah, it won't let me sit down as well.
Fuck it, let's just stand at the bar there.
Yeah, I've never done it standing at the bar actually. Let's do it standing at the bar. That's going to crack a cold one at the bar. That'll do it. I've never stood this close to you, Alan, without trying to kill you.
Yeah, I gotta say this.
Okay, man. Okay, let me just check this stream one time and then we'll get this shit underway. Johnny, you watch Alan.
I don't know how this motherfucker did it, but somehow in the 1800s, this motherfucker managed to dress like he's from 2019. That's fucking crazy. Dude, that's funny.
Alan, right, I'm checking the stream. Your voice is the only one that seems to be missing. You can hear me, you can hear Johnny.
Make his shit shareable to live streams and all that shit.
Yeah. You know how you do it? If you go to your party chat menu. I'll keep listening to make sure.
Should be good now. Good to go.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. We're good to roll. Okay. Right, so... Right. Okay, so we're going to begin the interview now, okay? So, viewers, welcome to the new edition of the Tumbleweed Tribune. Today we've got an exclusive interview with Alan Shires, aka, here we go, long ass tag, S1U6DaPhR33K. Alan, welcome.
Slug the freak, man.
slug the freak. Welcome, ex-leader of the Dead Rabbits. Now, what are you? You leader of the Vengeful Fang, or you co-leader, or what?
Co-founder. We don't have any leaders. We're operating the same way the Rabbits did. No leadership. Everything's fucking nothing's obligation.
Well, if you had some leadership, then maybe they won't kick your ass out, you know?
No, they didn't kick me out. That's fake news.
Alright, okay,
I flat out told them they weren't going to put me on a fucking leash and that they could kick rocks if they didn't like it. And they chose to kick rocks.
Okay, look, I skipped the program there. That was my fault. That was on the interview. That was my fault. Right, so, if you don't mind, if you could tell the viewers in the community about the background of how the Dead Rabbits was created, how it was founded, and how you joined it.
Well, it was created because originally when I started playing online, I've known VAJ since we were kids. Didn't really like him when we were kids, didn't really like him as an adult, but we've known each other forever, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll play with him. He asked me to join his posse, acted like it was a big deal to him. I was like, whatever, fucking, I'm not playing with anybody. And that's where I met Brett, BLJ423. And we got tired of them motherfuckers crying about us shooting each other all the time for fun. So we just stopped playing with them, and for a long time it was just me, Brett, and this dude, Big Phase. And occasionally Freelance would play with us. And then, I don't know, I just started recruiting people because we were always outnumbered. As I'm sure you've noticed, like every fight we were ever in, we were always outnumbered 2-1.
Well, in the fights I've had against you, it always felt like you had a lot of people with you.
I mean, well, I talk a lot of shit, and that was the whole reason the Dead Rabbits were founded. Because me and Brett both wanted to be able to talk shit and not have to worry about people crying about getting in a fight over it.
Yeah, right. I mean, tell us a little bit as well, if you don't mind, about...
I've ran into a few posses like that before.
You what?
I've ran into posses who have that same mentality before.
Yeah, like I just want to fight all the fucking time. I didn't buy this game to be... This isn't Elder Scrolls, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't bought to be social and friendly. This was bought to shoot people.
Absolutely, and this brings us on to kind of like our next question. I mean, how did the Dead Rabbits, I mean, in all the times that I've fought with you when I was in BSV and now the Hellhound Renegades, it's always been the Rabbits and the Griefers against everyone. So how the hell did that, I mean, Brian sort of claims that he set that whole thing up. How the fuck did that whole sort of coalition come about? Because every time I fought you motherfuckers, you literally... where one is, the other is. I mean, private servers, Dead Rabbits, BWG, you're always together. So even to this day, they stick together. So how did that whole thing come about?
Honestly, that came about because me and Brett, we had kept seeing everybody talk about BWG, but we'd never even seen the name in the players list. And then one day we popped out of Showdowns, and there was a posse of fucking Blackwater Griefers in St. Denis, and they were griefing somebody, and I was like, fuck these dudes, let's go fight them. just for fun. And it ended up, I later found out that it was only 2 actual members and the rest were just new recruits that ended up getting cut because they bailed on the fight. And I talked a bunch of shit about it in Salt, and James White was like, well, what's your name? I dropped my gamer tag. As you know, I ain't shy about that shit. Later that night, me and Brett got jumped by fucking 7 Blackwater Griefers. Just 2 versus 7. And I was like, fuck it, I don't really care.
The
Like,
good
this
old
game,
days. That was the good old days, man.
this game really didn't bother me though. You know what I mean? Like we were like, fuck it, this is fun. And for the first time, I popped in the game chat, and I started running my mouth, as I do. And they were like, you know, you're actually kind of fucking funny. And I was like, yeah, I hear that sometimes. And then come to find out they were about to go jump the Red Dead Revolvers, who I had an issue with because they said some shit about my kid. Like literally from day one, like y'all think I'm kidding? From day one, before I even crossed paths with either of you, people been bringing my kid up to talk shit. It's been a constant since I bought this fucking game.
I don't understand that shit.
And I was like, man, fuck it. I'll go fight these motherfuckers with y'all. Why not? I don't like them either. So we gathered up a couple of rabbits, and I think we had like 5 rabbits with us, and went and helped them jump the revolver. And then the shit with you, Matt, started. And then like a week later, the beef with Johnny started. And it just,
So
it
basically,
wasn't
the
intentional.
rabbits was like the rabbits had another agreement with the Blackwater Griefers, like how the Midwest Christians did.
No. The Midwest Christians, most of those dudes are Blackwater Griefers. Most of those dudes are VWG.
Yeah.
The rabbits, we never had any sort of formal agreement with them until like a month ago. And that's when I stopped playing, because right after the official alliance happened, which Brian had nothing to do with, by the way. That shit happened well after he was out the door.
Yeah. Brian's been gone from way longer than a month.
Yeah, our alliance has only been official for like a month and a half, something like that. He's been gone way longer than that. But,
So, I mean, obviously, like, the shit between, I mean, when I come on the Salt pages and stuff, from my own perspective, I never had any intentions to fuck with the Dead Rabbits. I don't even know who the Dead Rabbits were. But very quickly, I kind of saw that you was, in the comments and stuff, you was aligning with the BWG. And because I had beef with them, and at the time the Rhodes Mafia, you were kind of on that side of the fence. So that initiated the beef between you and I at the time, and it's kind of spiraled from there. But
see, that's kind of a misconception too, because like I didn't even know who any BWG members were outside of James White, as far as who the actual people outside of their gamer tags.
Well, maybe that was my own misconception though of the matter, you know. But that's the way it kind of come across at the time, that you was allied with them even before you was officially allied with them.
Yeah, it was literally just coincidental. Like I came into the scene. People rubbed me the wrong way, so I started talking shit, because that's kind of what I do. I'm sure everybody's realized that's every time anybody called me the leader of the Dead Rabbits, I correct them and say, I don't lead shit, I'm just an over-exaggerated hype man. I just run my mouth a lot.
We've realised a lot, Alan, trust me. We've we realised a lot, bro.
I didn't see none of that shit coming, man. I mean, that shit was almost immediate, because see, they said it was because that you thought we deleted somebody's character, which we did not, nor have we ever done or been involved with doing, because I mean it's a little extreme of a video game. But
you talking about the actual falling apart of the
rabbits? No, we'll go on to that question, but
about
just
you saying they said that you said that you was gonna hire some pro hacker to come and delete our characters because of what we did to his character, when I guess I don't know who spread the information without naming it in the first place, but.
Well, the reason that we assumed it was y'all was because whoever hacked his account, and honestly, y'all can say what you want, but I still feel like somebody in y'all's crew had something to do with it, because they hacked y'all's account.
What makes you say this? What makes you say that?
For one, his profile was changed to say that he was a member of the Hellhound Renegades and that he lives vicariously through me.
Yeah, but that's they put that shit. Wait a minute.
What do you mean his new account said? Like, I don't understand.
Not his new account. Like when they hacked his account, they went in and deleted his character, and then they went into his profile information and edited his bio to say that he was a Hellhound Renegade and all kinds of other shit. And then the thing that really, I'll be honest with you, the thing that made me think Matt was involved is Matt's the only motherfucker that talks shit to me that actually spells my Christian name right, like the name that I don't like. I fucking hate the name Alan. But he's the only motherfucker that's ever spelled it right to talk shit to me. That's why I was immediately like, yo, if it was the Renegades, it was probably Matt. He fucking spelled my name right.
Just because motherfucker can spell it, it's my fault.
I can tell you. I mean, you can take it how you want it. You know what I'm saying? Truth with a grain of salt, but we ain't had nothing to do with that shit. We don't do that shit. We don't condone that shit. That's pussy shit to us. We don't. That ain't our bag.
I'll be real. When I thought that, and I still plan on when I find out who hacked Bruce's account, regardless of the fact that he chose to ally himself with them and shit, whatever. That was my boy. You know what I'm saying? He was in the rabbits for like a month before anybody but me and Brett knew he was in the rabbits.
You want to know who did it? Then you need to cast your eyes over to Blackwater.
Yeah, cause that sounds like some shit they do. Come on, man. These motherfuckers made a character with a character with my name on it, bro.
It sounds like some shit that a lot of y'all motherfuckers would do.
Listen, Hellhounds, this is what we gonna do to you. Hellhounds are gonna fucking talk shit to you, make memes about you. We gonna attack you on the fucking on the map and try to follow you and shit like that.
Yeah, but y'all were doxing people too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go after people.
Listen. That was people from BSV who did the doxing. We just got past the information. That's different.
Well,
yeah, but y'all were party to it being made public and shit. Y'all thought y'all were co-signing on the shit. You know what I'm
thought
saying?
it was funny as hell. You fucking right, I did. I thought it was hilarious. You know what I mean? But like I said, not Hellhounds. We don't do that shit.
But I will say, when I find out who did it, I'm gonna get somebody to hack them, and I'm gonna
fucking delete them.
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna do worse than that. I'm gonna fucking run their I'm gonna go into their PlayStation store. Whoever did it better remove their credit card from their motherfucking account information. I know that much. Because I'm gonna fucking rack them up all kinds of bills. They're gonna have thousands of dollars in debt over dumbass games.
But see, this is the thing though. How do you say that and then you align yourself with somebody who did the exact same thing?
How am I aligning myself with somebody who did the exact same thing? I don't know nobody that hacked nobody's account.
Bulgarian.
He didn't hack it. And he did that shit. There's a lot more to There's a lot more to that story than they. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The shit between Boris and Pedro. Yeah, that shit goes way back, and they've been friends for a long time and shit.
And don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of Bulgarian's work because I'm a troll. I'm a fan of his work, but we don't get into that shit, bro. And I put that on my child.
As far as what happened with Boris and Pedro, and I've said this from the jump, and I was one of the first people Boris told.
Pedro deserves everything he get, man.
I agree with that, but I also told Boris, I said, what you did was kind of fucked up. And he was like, I know, man, I don't know what to do about it. I regret it at the moment I did it.
He don't regret it, bro. What did he do? What did he do? Man. If he regretted deleting his character, as soon as, Pedro got overzealous, okay? He said that shit to Ray in the heat of the gang moment and the heat of the gang. But at the end of the day, Bulgarian went straight to Ray, and he actually passed on Pedro's wife's information to Ray, so those messages could be sent. So Bulgarian
this was 48 hours ago.
Bulgarian is a low-life piece of shit. Honestly, he's one of the only people in the actual game that I dislike as a human. Everybody else is just fun.
In his defense, but in his defense, once again, I'm a fan of his work. Would I have done it? No, but I'm a fan of his work.
Look, would I have told Pedro's wife? No, that ain't my style. However, that shit's funny as fuck to me.
It is. It's funny because he dug his own grave, man.
Yeah, and aside from that, like, he dug his own grave knowing he had enemies out there that would fuck his real life up.
Exactly.
Like, you can't hand somebody a loaded gun that hates you and expect them not to shoot you with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure if I was in a fucking serious relationship right now and y'all caught wind that I was fucking hitting on some chick and y'all could fuck my life up, somebody in Hellhound Renegades would be like, well, let's tell his old lady.
Well, it's funny you should mention that because we have heard from Elaine.
I mean, we would laugh about it, but it wouldn't be us that told anybody.
No, I'm not saying whether or not anybody would do it. I'm saying everybody would have that thought. You know what I mean? If somebody that you hate gives you a fucking load of guns.
Fuck them.
So, look,
the reason that I stick, to answer your question from earlier, Matt, the reason that I stick by Bulgarian is because, like I said, the dude has always stuck by me. And as far as I've seen, everybody who doesn't stab him in the fucking back, he does extremely right by. However, if you cross him, he will fuck you over. You know what I'm saying?
He tries, but yeah, okay, I get your point. Okay, look, move on to the next question, okay? This is more an in-depth one, so you might not want to answer, but what happened between you and the ex-member VAJ? I've known him since the Hooligans, because that's where he started out. He wasn't there very long, mind you. He went on to create the 757 regulators. I know that he lives in the same hometown as you. Some beefs went down between you two. He left the rabbits, or you kicked him out the rabbits. I see him offering you for 1v1s on the Salt page. Beef has went down between you and him. So what's the juice on that? I mean, what's the story? Why are you guys feuding?
Well, it started way before I kicked him out of the rabbits. Honestly, it wasn't my choice to kick him. For months, this dude was eating Adderall and going like weeks without sleep and bragging about it, but then spazzing on everybody all the fucking time. And everybody wanted him gone, and I kept my hand over him and was like, nah, y'all ain't kicking my boy out. Fucking. But then he started to get under my skin. He started to claim that he was a part of the founding of the Dead Rabbits, but he wasn't. Like, he didn't join us until well after we were established and already had a friendship in the work with BWG. Like, he came in all after the fact, trying to claim that was his doing. And I kept telling him, I was like, bro, this had nothing to do with you, and I need you to stop trying to fucking act like that. It's pissing off people that were there for the building of the Dead Rabbits name. And he just wouldn't stop, man. And then like little things would happen. Like somebody would say one small thing to him, and he would blow the group chats up with like 900 fucking messages in an hour. That's not even. I wish that were an exaggeration.
I'm victim of his work. I am victim of his work. I understand.
And finally, I was like, I didn't even vote to kick him. All I did, I hit the other OGs up and was like, look, y'all been wanting him gone for weeks. I don't know what the fuck to do at this point. He won't calm the fuck down. He won't. This shit ain't gonna stop. It's Jay. He's been this way his whole life. Ever since I met him, the motherfucker's been like this. And everybody was like, well, then we need to go ahead and kick him. And I was like, do what y'all gotta do. And then it turned into like 4 fucking days straight of him like damn near crying and talking about how he was gonna sell his PS4 and how he was thinking about getting a Dead Rabbits tattoo and all this shit. And I was like, bro, you're taking this game way too serious. Like, the fuck?
He said he was gonna get a tattoo.
Yeah, he said he was gonna get a whole back piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, it's a fucking game. I was like, bro, me and you can play, we can still be friends and shit, but the guys in the Rabbits don't want to play with you. Like, he kept spewing a bunch of homophobic shit. And that was the big part. Like, a lot of people didn't realize this, I don't think, but about 80 to 90% of the Dead Rabbits crew they were all LGBT in some way, shape, or form. They were either bisexual or pansexual like me, or some of them were trans, like. So for him to start saying a bunch of anti-gay shit in the group chats, of course the whole fucking group is going to be like, fuck this guy, we want him gone. That'd be like us being an all-black crew and him start spewing some racist shit. Like,
yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that about the Rabbits. You learn something new every day. Okay, alright, moving on.
To be honest, whether y'all realize it or not, the Hellhound Renegades and BSV are part of why the Dead Rabbits blew up the way that they did. All I had to do was talk shit to y'all once, and as soon as y'all found out I was pansexual, y'all went on the gay bash attack,
well,
and everybody in the LGBT community was like,
you told us.
Well, yeah, I mean, somebody called me a faggot, and I was like, yeah, big deal, I suck dick sometimes.
But see, that's the thing, though. He played the way he played that. He knew what was gonna happen when he said that. That's why he said it. That's what he's saying. Which was a smart
move. That's how I destroyed Johnny
part.
Flint, bro. That's how we broke them.
That's I mean, it's smart marketing. You know what I mean? Any promotion is good promotion, I suppose.
Yeah, and if y'all are running around calling me a faggot, and then everybody sees it in my comments, I'm just like, yeah, what's your point? Then every fucking gay person that plays Red Dead was like, yo, I want to play with these guys. They're shooting up a bunch of homophobes. Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to recruit, bro. We stopped recruiting entirely. Once everybody started putting memes of me everywhere and shit, people were coming to us like, we want to join you guys. And that's why I handled it different with Johnny Flint, because he started on that shit, and I just ignored him and kept saving screenshots, and then wrecked his little esports charity team that he put together by fucking letting it be known who he was. I even told him that. I told him flat out, that's what I did to you. I hope you're happy with yourself. Like, and it wasn't like I fucking. I didn't really expect the Dead Rabbits to blow up the way it did. I'm not gonna lie about that. I expected at best people would fucking respect us and stop jumping us.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, people just want to join us left and right. And then another big part of it was I was getting played by Brian just as bad as everybody else was. That motherfucker acts like he's this nice guy, but he's not a bad dude. He's not an evil person, but he's selfish as fuck and self-centered. And he likes to pull strings from behind the scenes and make everybody dance for his entertainment without them even realizing that's what he's doing. Like, he caused us to almost have a beef with the BWG at one point because he messaged me and asked me to do him a favor and jump the Dark Horse Reapers for talking shit to them. And then he messaged BWG's 911 chat and said that the Dead Rabbits are getting jumped by the Dark Horse Reapers and need help. They show up and we're fucking these dudes up in a feud, and they're shooting everybody. parlays go fucking get dropped because of bounties, and the next thing you know, BWG members saying that we were intentionally shooting them and feel like it was a setup because they spawned into a shitstorm. When in reality, it was Brian trying to be fucking. He just wanted something to watch.
Brian likes to create situations, you know. He's like the chess maker, you know.
Creator.
He's a content creator.
He keeps blaming on this fucking whole nude shit that Andy and Scott pulled, but him getting kicked from BWG had nothing to do with that nude shit. I didn't even hear about that until like 2 weeks ago.
That was the icing on the cake.
Yeah, what really got him mad at him was they found out that he was setting him up to be jumped and telling people how to jump him and shit. And it's not that they cared about the fight.
Oh, he been doing that for
viewers,
a long time.
we have to stop the stream. President Ray has messaged in to the Tribune, and he has said, Alan, that's a lie. Your statement is a lie. That's what he's commented in. What do you want to reply to that?
How the fuck is anything I'm saying a lie, bro? I actually watched when he had BSV jump us for his entertainment, when it was fucking 17 versus 3 of us, he was commenting on Andy's stream telling him, good job, you guys pulled it off, yada yada. Meanwhile, he's sending fucking help to us from behind the scenes, getting Rogue Nation to show up and help us. And telling me what pieces of shit y'all are for that and all this. He can lie all the fuck he wants. I saw the shit myself. That's why I told him earlier when he was like, I'll make sure nobody interferes with your and Stimpy's 1v1. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna fucking trust you. I'm one of the people that's seen firsthand the kind of shit you pull. I'm not here for your fucking entertainment, Brian. You can suck my goddamn ball sack if you think that's the case. I stuck by him when everybody at BWG was like, fuck Brian, don't even talk to him. I was like, nah, man, Brian's a good dude.
We are laughing.
One thing that I will give you, I'll give you your credit where it's due. You've always stood on that line. You've always said fuck you, yada yada yada. Even though you've always teamed up with the DR, you've always been quite firm in your decision process and what you particularly stand for at that time. So credit due, and you've come here tonight and you are in a bar, or you were in a bar, surrounded by Hellhound Renegades. So credit due to you for turning up and so on. Okay, little Uno is also messaging saying, Alan, you're a cunt, shut up you tranny bitch ass. Got anything you want to say to little Uno?
Who said that?
Little Uno, which is Rob Marler. He's one of VA's friends. He was there the other night in Tumbleweed when we jumped Alan, remember? He turned up.
He got 2 whole kills on me, and then I got 2 kills on him, and he acts like that was a 1v1 worth mentioning. Fuck, that dude is just desperate for attention, for real. He was in the background in the regulators. He claims he was a rabbit, but he never fucking played with us. All he ever played with was Jay. Honestly, I think he's got a crush on Jay, and I think him and Jay be fucking on the sly and don't want nobody to know.
Oh, juice.
Oh,
I mean, this is why, in a way, Alan, this is why it would have been a good idea for maybe Brian to be here, because you could have spoke to him about these things one-on-one. I don't know, it's not going to happen, but
we gonna do that on the Tumbleweed Tribune reunion day. We gonna bring everybody.
Okay, Alan, let's skip past that question now. We're getting really deep, but anyway, let's skip to the main thing, because this is a big part of your journey. And don't, well, you're punching me. Stop it. There you go. Tell the viewers truthfully and in detail why. Yeah, you're not in the bar anymore. I mean, feel free to come back. It'd be better if you was here for the footage side of things.
Yeah, I'm joining in now.
Okay, cool. But tell the viewers truthfully in detail, if you don't mind, why the Rabbits decided to part company with you, or you disbanded the Rabbits, or whichever way you want. Why did you're the lead, you were the face of the Dead Rabbits. That's no bullshit.
Come on.
So you're not, now they're the Undead Rabbits with a new logo. They've publicly called you out. We've all seen the post on Salt and so on. Tell us about that, truthfully. What's the score?
Honestly, that shit started back when Jasper first got done spying on BSV. She came back and was acting kind of weird, and I actually said something to Brett about it. I was like, Jasper's acting fucking funny lately. And then she got to where she wasn't even hardly playing anymore. She still hardly ever plays Red Dead. She mainly plays fucking South Park, The Fractured But Whole, and Dragon Age. That's what I normally see her online playing.
Oh,
she would actually get in our party chat, so we'd be like, where you been? We haven't played with you in like weeks. And she's like, oh, I'm just playing Dragon Age, chilling.
Hey, Jasper, I'll send you my Pokemon Go.
And then all of a sudden, fucking her and Sub both are telling me that I need to stop talking shit and Salt. And I was like, why? And they're like, well, some of our active members are tired of fighting all the time. I was like, really? Because all the active members I play with, all fucking like 12 of them that are active daily, love to fight. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then they started explaining to me how I need to talk to my guys better, that fucking everybody's tired of fighting all the time. They just want to run stranger missions. And I was like, look, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but because it was over me talking shit to Pedro. And I was like, the whole reason I'm talking shit to him is because he's plotting in secret to try and bring us down. And I've been told this by like 9 different people that knew him. Some of them were in his crew.
Yeah.
And fucking, I'm trying to tell Jasper this, and she basically kept calling me a liar. She's like, well, it doesn't seem that way to me. They've always been nice to me. And I'm like, yeah, because they're trying to set you up. And she's like, well, she didn't say that she didn't believe me, but she kept saying stuff like, it just doesn't seem that way to me. And I was like, well, here, you can ask Kocho, you can ask Bulgarian, you can ask all these other people that you believe. So just ask them. I don't give a fuck at this point. And even Brett was telling her, no, yeah, Alan's telling you the truth. And she still kept ending everything on, well, it just doesn't seem that way to me. So I was like, I hit Bulgarian up and was like, look, can you do me a favor and message Jasper and explain to her how this shit with Pedro came about? Because she thinks that I'm just randomly stirring up shit, and I'm tired of hearing about it. And then she spazzes the fuck out and is like, this is a council chat. Nobody's supposed to know what we talk about in here. I was like, it's not like I sent fucking screenshots. All I did was tell the man that we're having an issue over something and ask him to give you clarification. And then her and Sub made this huge, big fucking deal about it. And then they left the leader chat. And Jasper said that she was going to take half the members and leave. And I was like, then do it. Nothing here is obligatory. Nobody here is a fucking leader. You don't want to fucking be a part of what I'm doing, kick rocks, beat feet. I ain't worried about it.
I mean,
well,
it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because from my perspective as the enemy, all I've seen is Jasper and this subliminal me. I mean, I've dubbed her Subway me, but subliminal me is kind of taken over the Undead Brothers. Because we all know
and I mean, they said fucking 3. That was when I stopped playing, because I quit playing for like 3 weeks. I was like, yeah, I don't feel like dealing with the drama. You know, I don't want to have a fucking leash put on me for nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
okay. So is there anything?
Then they left, or then I stopped playing and started focusing on my real life shit, because I had a lot of, like, I went through a crisis of spiritual faith and shit. I ended up converting to Odinism, something that I've been thinking about most of my life. You know, there's a whole lot of shit was going on in my personal life.
You think you're 4 or something?
Do what?
Thunder or some shit.
You're cutting out. I can't hear you.
So what's this Odinism shit about? You think you've got a thunder or what?
Actually, no, I pray to Odin. I'm not sworn to Thor.
You pray to Odin, you're American. There are some sort of motherfucking, you know what I mean, Scandinavian mythological shit. How does that even relate to you?
My family, my bloodline. My father's side hails from a whole lot of Viking blood.
Okay, cool. I guess. I mean,
that's all besides the game shit. Like, basically, what it was like, I was going through a lot of life changes and shit, and I just wasn't playing that much. And when I came back, that's when I came back like maybe a week before Bruce's character got deleted. And like Jasper and Sub both had me fucking muted, and they had kicked me from the Discord chat, which I didn't give a fuck. We didn't use the Discord chat for anything but to listen to music, and I don't like their taste in music any fucking way.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So I just kept playing with it for like a week, and then when the shit with Bruce happened, I was like, yo, we got 2 choices at this point. We can fucking strike back and strike hard, or I can hit up some hackers I know and find out whoever the fuck did it, and we can have their characters deleted. And then everybody was like, you're going to start so much shit. I don't want to deal with this kind of... Somebody did this to one of our members, and y'all want to just let it happen without any sort of answer? And then they were like, well, we don't want to take it to that hack level. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. If they're going to delete our shit, I'll delete their shit. Fire with fire.
Do you think it was the Hellhound Renegades that did this?
Man, honestly...
Do you think it was me? Do you think it was Johnny? Do you think it was any of the other members?
If it turns out to have been either you or Johnny behind it, maybe not the ones that did it, but behind it, I won't be surprised at all. I will say that. But I can't say who I believe did it, because I've had several different points brought up to me. You know, and there's like a bunch of different people that it could have been. And that's why my whole thing was, once we find out who did it, we do this shit. I wasn't talking about just strike blindly and start lashing out at everybody like they were fucking reacting to. And then after like 3 hours of it in the group chat, everybody arguing about it, I was finally like, look, I'm going to say this as clearly as I possibly can. I've never put any rules or regulations or limits on any of y'all. Y'all have always been able to do what the fuck you please. I'm gonna do the same fucking thing. And if you don't like it, if you got a problem with anything I'm fucking reading, then maybe it's a you problem. Maybe you shouldn't fucking be here. And then people started leaving the group chat.
No, fair enough.
And I didn't give a fuck. And then enough people left the group chat that I was like, you know what? The Dead Rabbits are done. And I shut down the fucking Facebook group, shut down the Facebook page, and made an announcement that it's done.
So you're with Vengeful Fang now, yeah? This is whose idea is behind this? Is it you? Is it Bulg? I mean, what does the Vengeful Fang slogan symbolise, and where are you going from here? Who are you feuding with? Are you coming after us, HHR? Do you want the smoke? Are you going after BWG, your nemesis, Undead Rabbits? I mean, what's the plan?
Our plan is what I've been saying in every single recruitment post I've made, and that's just to eat the world. Anybody can get it that wants it. I started playing this game because I wanted to fucking shoot people a lot. I didn't give a fuck about all the inter-community politics and none of that shit that goes on. I never have. We're out to eat the world, and that's it. Anybody can get a bite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going back to my roots for this fucking game. I bought this game because it was Wild West GTA. I wanted to kill a whole bunch of motherfuckers. I wanted to talk shit to people.
So you kind of look at this as the rebirth of Alan Shires, yeah? You're gonna resurface now with a new gang and come forward again, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop playing that, and that's actually how the Vengeful thing came about. I'm not gonna lie, I was salty as fuck that it ended up going the way it went. I spent fucking 7 months building this crew up. Like, we were around as long as fucking the Renegades. We were, you know what I mean? We've been around from day one just like anybody else. And we were one of the few crews that lasted. You know what I mean? And I was always proud of that fact because we were a smaller crew, and we could hold our heads high with motherfuckers that had like 10 times the number of members as us and shit. So it sucked for it to fucking go down the tubes. And I was thinking about not even playing the game anymore. Like, Mortal Kombat 11 just came out, Soul Calibur 6 came out, the new Samurai Showdown's about to come out. I fucking love fighting games. That's why I like this game. It's a fight. It's a gunfight, but it's a fight. That's why I like first-person shooters. I like competition.
It's more than that, though, isn't it? There's a lot more community side. We all know each other. We've been on this long journey together. There's more involved in this game than Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, you go on there, you fight some random noob from fucking Norway, you demolish him, job done. On this community, you know everybody. Everybody's interlinked. Everybody's a part of a crew, of a tag, and it's all about figuring about where you fit out in that outlay. And what I'm trying to say is, where does Vengeful Fang and your outlay, because I know you're with Bulgarian and Halsey. I'm appearing online. I'm waiting for Bulgarian to come to me. It's like, come to me, Bulgarian, come to me. But nothing's happening.
That's the thing about Boris, man. If he knows that you're expecting him, he won't show up.
Of course he won't. Of course he won't. But it's disappointing.
Well, it's not because he's scared. It's because it's not how he operates. Rhodes Mafia was never whereas like HHR, Dead Rabbits, and BWG, all of us have one thing in common. We would show up loud, and immediately you would know exactly you were about to fight, and you fucking knew it. Rhodes Mafia operated differently, man. They would come out of the shadows and strike hard and fast, and then fucking roll out and be done, and just leave everybody like, what the fuck just happened? So like, yeah, if you're expecting him, he's not gonna show up because that's not what he wants to do. He wants to put a hurting down on somebody. It's not about a fight for him. He wants to establish that, yeah, you just got fucked up. He's not looking for a fight.
Tell him I'll keep him waiting for that moment, but I doubt it will come. Also, I mean, you covered quite a lot of detail tonight. I mean, is there anything you want to get off your chest as a player and one of the, I guess, pillars in the community towards the other gangs out there? Because you've got a lot of H now. You've got VAJ and Little Uno and their Smackaho Foundation after you. You know HHR is not going to turn a blind eye if we see you online. So where does that leave you, Bulgarian, Halsey, Vengeful Fang, BWG and Undead Rabbits as a whole? Who are you going after?
Well, I'm not going after BWG, not because of fear, but because in my mind, they're still my allies. Most of them have told me that they're staying out of the problems between me and the Undead Rabbits. Most of them have said they just don't want any part of that drama. It's not their fucking beef.
Yeah, but they could have picked
they're still my friends, you know what I mean?
They're not, yeah, but they picked Jasper and all them, not didn't they? They had a choice between you or the numbers, and they chose the numbers. Would you say that's not
because fair? I mean, that's a fair assessment, and I'm not gonna lie, I was salty about it at first. But I get it. You know what I mean? Like, it would be more beneficial for them to have these people that they've been, because literally from the moment this alliance was forged, Subliminal Me, Jasper, and a couple others have not left that fucking private server. Even for fights, like the fights are all coming to them. They don't leave the private server. Once in a while, they'll go run showdowns when they're all feeling froggy. Usually when a bunch of them are drunk, they'll be like, oh, let's run some showdowns. But then they go right back to the private server. And I wasn't with that shit. And now BWG, unfortunately, I hate even admitting this, but they've become what used to be the Dead Rabbits have become fucking pet bunnies of the Blackwater Griefers, like you used to fucking accuse us of being when we weren't. And I say that because the fucking Scottish Outlaws got a win over them the other night, over the Undead Rabbits. Are you fucking serious? Stimpy sent me a message talking shit about how he just fucking hogtied Freelance and was teabagging him. And I was like, that ain't even my fucking crew anymore. I don't give a shit.
But that's no big feat though. To be fair, Stimpy flaps his wings over anything. Literally, that guy could kill a random and he would post it. But
yeah, but bro,
we've all killed Freelance.
As much shit has been talked back and forth between us. Ain't nobody got no kind of legitimate, like, okay, you just got your ass beat over that crew until I was no longer with them. And that in itself should be a testament as to how soft they've actually fucking gone, man. And what caused that to happen, to be totally real with you, there was a vote on it too. Subliminal Me wanted to bring all of her old crew, a bunch of girls that at first she said wouldn't hang with Dead Rabbits because we fought too much for them, and we were friends with BWG, and they all hated BWG. She wanted to bring them into the crew once we had an alliance, and I was like, I'm not with that. That just doesn't sound like a good idea to me. It sounds like it's going to be a bad news. I got outvoted. Suddenly we get all these fucking new people in that have never played with us before, that are bitching about fighting, and that are only there because they didn't want to have to worry about BWG griefing them anymore. So they joined a crew that had an alliance with BWG. And that's fucking disgusting to me because that's not how we got our fucking friendship with BWG. We got it because we earned it by fighting them and not being bitches when we took the L. It was fucking 7 versus 2. Took the L and then talked a bunch of shit about it and then went and fucked somebody else up. And then me and Brett became friends with a bunch of them, just like talking shit back and forth in game chat. Like, we're not that soft crew. I don't know why the fuck they wanted to bring all these people in that don't want to fight. Like, we're a crew that's made our name from talking shit and backing up what we talk.
Well,
why are you going to bring a bunch of people that don't even want to talk shit?
BWG have obviously had orders because me and a load of the Hellhound Renegades, we've all had the BWGs overnight delete us. I mean, I've probably lost 20, 30 PSNs overnight because or even people like Duck Hunt and Outlaw that would always appear online, even they have deleted me off PSN. So they've obviously been told to stay away from us. I mean, is that the same for you on your end? Have you still got the BWG members as friends on PSN, or have they completely disconnected from you too?
They're all still my friends on PSN. Like, the only BWG member that I have an issue with is Savage Solar, and I've not liked that dude ever. And I just don't fucking like that guy. We've always had a beef. But other than that, and he's still on my friends list. Mainly because he wants to fucking 1v1 me when he gets back from his little cruise vacation or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit.
You've got a lot of people that want to 1v1 you. I mean, VA wants to... Everyone wants to 1v1 you at the moment. Is that the way forward, or is it more the way forward of doing posse wars, you know? Who's got the best posse? Because that's what I'm into personally. We roll up with our crews.
Me too. That's why I ignore 1v1 challenges, to be totally honest with you. Because I don't give a fuck about a 1v1. That's not what this game is. This game, it's created with a built-in option to create a gang for a reason. This shit is about gang warfare.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not bad in a 1v1. I'm not the greatest, but I'm not bad either. Like, we won Mjolnir from the Blackwater Griefers multiple times. And he's actually told people, like, Alan doesn't fucking suck at a 1v1. He actually told me that I've come closer to beating him than a lot of people have. Not most people, because I don't know his record and shit, but he was telling me how, like, most people don't even get a single kill on him. So it's not like I suck. I just don't fucking like 1v1s. This shit's boring to me. Like, the last time I 1v1 somebody was Chris Grimm. We 1v1 for a half an hour. I beat him 56-17. And he actually, like, after the fight was over, he was like, hey, man, can you give me some pointers? Because fighting you was like fighting a fucking Terminator. And I was like, yeah, man. I just gave him some basic shit on how to fucking tune his character and work his ability cards and, like, make sure that they work together and shit.
Well,
that's literally the only advice I gave him.
The Tumbleweed has feedback that The Lemonade Reapers are going from gang to gang. They're trying to make allies. They've approached the Gambits and various other sources. And maybe you're the next one. You know, they're trying to build the next big thing to take us
No,
off.
we were the first ones that tried to get an alliance with.
You were the first one.
And that's, yeah. And that was, I think it was because I gave him some advice on how to retune his cards and shit. And then he started asking about an alliance, and I was like, I don't know, man. Like, your crew's gonna have to step their game up. And I'm not even saying that to talk shit. Like, they were really low levels. They were terrible at the game. They had heart though. They didn't leave the actually, that's a lie. They left the session like 5 times, and we just kept chasing. But they didn't cry about it. They were just like, whatever. And when I started talking shit about how bad we fucked him up, he was like, yeah, whatever. And I respected that. That's why when he was like, well, 1v1 me then, I was like, fuck it, man. I didn't have anything else to do that day. Like, most of the rabbits were fucking not even online. I was like, fuck it, man. I spent 30 minutes fucking this dude up. And I think the highlight of that 1v1 was, it's something that I've only done to a few people because it's something that you're not really going to get a chance to do often. Somebody's really got to be garbage to do this. But when you can pick somebody's corpse up and then use it as a human shield while you kill them a few more times with a pistol, that shit's fun.
Yeah,
and I did that, and that's what made him ask me. He was like, bro, I don't know how to 1v1 like that. And I was like, bro, to be honest, I don't either. Like,
Chris will never give up, but he's one of these guys where you can throw his ass off Mount Hagen and he'll still come back and say that he did well. You know, he's just one of those characters, unfortunately. But Chris Grimm needs to get more people if he wants to compete, because at the moment he's got 2 or 3 people that are backing him, and every time we've loaded on him, especially his mate Shano, whatever the fuck his name is, he's had it the worst. I mean, poor bloke, he's been burnt 100 times over. But yeah, okay, so Chris Grimm is going from squad to squad trying to seek information. So as we wrap up the interview then, is there anything you want to say or address to the community in general?
as far as me personally, I pretty much covered it all, except for one little thing that I haven't really said much about. It's fun, true story. Brett and Freelance both messaged me talking shit. They were drunk like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning their time, messaging me talking shit. And both have said that they were going to appear online and then didn't. Freelance even deleted me from his friends list, and then when somebody else tried to claim that I blocked him, sent me another friend request at like 1 o'clock this morning. So at 6 a.m. when I saw it, and he was talking a bunch of shit, I was like, all right, I'll fucking add you when I get home. And then he canceled his friend request. And then I made that public knowledge, and then he sent me another friend request. But that motherfucker's still not going to fucking be online. Mm-hmm. Like, they talk all this shit, but the reality is all they've done is prove that what I'm saying about why I shut shit down is true. Like, they were going fucking soft. They tried to put a muzzle on me, and I wasn't about to fucking have that.
Okay,
I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm not going to keep dealing with it.
It seems to me like they went down the path of BWG, and you kind of was the old school rabbits, and that's where the divide has come, you know?
No, they didn't even go down the path of BWG, dude. They be in that private server hiding, playing poker for fucking hours and shit. Like, they turned into straight up fucking normies.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, that's just not how the fuck I am. And the only other thing I was asked, because, you know, as you know, I'm sure it's late as fuck your time. Boris is in your time zone. He had to work in the morning and shit. That's why he couldn't be here. He just wanted me to relay a message to all of the Gambits, tell them all that they're a bunch of fucking cunts. He wanted me to tell you and Johnny that you're fucking cunts. He wanted me to tell Andy that he's a fucking cunt. And he wanted to tell, there was somebody else he wanted me to tell too. I can't remember off the top of my head. But basically, Boris's message for the world is that y'all are all a bunch of fucking cunts. And that's it. That's all he had to say.
Okay.
So I definitely wanted to relay that message.
Our message to Boris is, he went from hero to zero. He doesn't appear online. He's a pussy. If you want some, come get some.
I mean, I'm sure that we'll be seeing each other soon then, if that's your message back to him, because, you know.
I'm sure I will. I'm going to enjoy hog
as fun as this conversation has been.
I'm going to enjoy watching
I still got a few bullets
for
you, Matt.
Brilliant. I like it. But I'm going to really enjoy the editing YouTube clips and watching Bulgarian, the black lung burn really badly.
Well, I mean, I will say this though, because I don't know why it popped into my head, but you were talking about how Chris Grimm needed to get more people. That's not always the case, man. Like I said, Dead Rabbits were always outnumbered 2-1. It was rare for somebody to get any type of win over us. It's not always about, not even about how good of a fighter somebody is as an individual. Sometimes it's just about having a solid crew. Like that's really where the Dead Rabbits got their advantage. We played together all the fucking time, the same like 7 or 8 people always online, so that we'd know how each other fought and could play off of that.
Yeah,
if you watch all of our league fight videos, like everybody knew that I was a target, so I would make myself a tank. I would fucking tune my cards and shit to where I could take 12, 13 bullets, and then when I've got 3 people shooting at me, that means 2 of my teammates have nobody shooting at them, and they're shooting fish in a barrel. You know what I mean?
I get it. No, you do get quality over quantity, but at the end of the day, you know, if you have 5 people in the server and someone has 12, you're taking an L. You know, that's just the way the game is designed. That's the way the game is designed.
If 5 of those 12 suck, though, you're not going to take the L. If 5 of those 12 suck, you're just feeding skilled players more kills.
Possibly.
You get what I'm saying?
It does.
Fuck, look what happened to the Scottish Outlaws last night. There were 4 of them and 1 of me.
We'll see, but just you know, just tell Bulgarian to get on it, because I've got a score to settle with that motherfucker. I want to finish him, I want to end him, I want to send him away from the game, and he's hiding, and it's like I keep appearing online hoping he's going to jump me, and he's not doing it, and it's getting really boring, and it's like...
He's not hiding. There's a difference between hiding and cowering.
Well,
and
I've got
building
him on
in the
PSN.
shadows.
He's not online. He can build in the shadows.
Well, yeah, like I said, there's a difference. There's a difference between hiding and building. Boris isn't stupid. Boris is a smart guy. We're not gonna spawn in on possibly 14 to 21 HHR in a server with fucking 1 posse. Like that'd be stupid. And I'm sure that as much as you guys like to talk a bunch of shit to me, if you were looking at, okay, we're about to spawn in 5 deep on 15 people, y'all would be like, maybe this isn't a good idea.
We do that shit on a regular basis.
I mean, I do too, but I do it knowing I'm probably going to take the L.
The members front.
Fuck, we spawned on Moroccan Mafia. It was 22 of them. It was just me and Shook.
Shit, them dudes suck, bro. Literally, they can talk all the shit they want. 23 versus 3, and we beat the fucking Gambits and the Moroccan Mafia to the point that they were threatening to rape my son.
Have done a lot of gun rush, so they think they're better than they are. I think that's what it is. They're not used to free roam fighting.
And I tell people all the time, because if you're like, well, anybody who fights in a free roam is a griefer. That's not true. It's a whole different experience when you're fighting in a free roam map than when you're in a fucking showdown lobby. It's a way different experience.
Definitely.
It's more fun to me. It's more intense.
And I always run into people who say, well, you know, I gained all my rank off of showdowns, or I gained 100 of my levels doing gun rush. I've literally gained probably 100 levels just free roam fighting.
Yeah, I probably gained at least that many. Like, I'm 211 and I have no idea how, because I barely ever run stranger missions.
Yeah, and I can't stand showdowns. I don't fuck with showdowns.
I don't do no XP glitches. I don't do no money glitches. Nothing. So like, I don't buy into that whole play showdowns and you'll get better.
I'm rich.
I get that money now.
I'm rich, motherfucker. I'll buy myself a new coat after this interview.
I got this hat for this interview. I don't know if you were paying attention, but I bought the varmint hat just because of you, Matt. Had a dead rat trophy on my fucking forehead.
A dead rabbit trophy. I like that. Well, it's really good to meet you in person. I mean, I've been a big enemy of yours, and so is Johnny for a long time. I've heard you talk in interviews before, but it's
Stop
good
playing.
to meet.
Y'all motherfuckers my biggest fans. Y'all can't keep my name out your mouth.
Fuck out of here.
You get the fuck out of it. Alan, what you guys in the community need to realise, I don't want to sound arrogant, but this is a HHR operation now, okay? So you can either play ball, or you can be the ball. You understand?
You know what's funny? You told me that same shit when you were in BFB. You told me that same shit when you were in Valentine Vendetta. You told me that same shit when you were in AOD. Johnny told me that same shit when the Dead Rabbits first started.
Ain't it funny how we had these premonitions and they've come true?
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, ain't shit come true though. Like nothing that y'all predicted about me was gonna have come true. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't really predicted too much about you, man. You're pretty much you're a wild card, man. You don't never really know what it is that you're gonna get involved with or say or do. And, you know
to be
what I mean?
totally honest with you, bro, I don't know what it is I'm gonna say or do next half the time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it keeps things interesting, because, I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna beef with no boring motherfucker, you know what I mean? Ain't no fun.
Yeah, it's no fun. That's why we leave Chris
That's something
alone,
I think a
'cause
lot
he's
of people
boring.
mistake about me is like, all this shit talking stuff, it's fun to me. I don't take none of this shit personal. And when people think I'm getting personal because I'm mad, I'm getting personal because I think it's fucking funny. Like, I literally, like, bro, I worked on a brick crew most of my adult life. I've been to jail. Johnny, you've been locked up. You know how it is. That's just something you do to pass the time when you're locked up. You talk a lot of shit. Yeah. That's why it's fucking...
People take it to heart more than others and they get mad.
That's why I'm sure some people are going to be like, I can't believe that y'all sat there and laughed and talked together after all the shit talk between you and HHR. At the end of the day, I don't know you motherfuckers at all. I have never crossed either one of your paths in person. Y'all might as well be fucking NPCs to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's the same way. Like, y'all don't really give a fuck about the shit that I say.
Well, you type a lot of shit to us considering we're NPCs.
Hey, you gotta respond to NPCs when they talk to you in the game, don't you? That's how you start a fucking quest.
These motherfuckers calling us NPCs.
I didn't say you shoot like NPCs, although you do shoot like an NPC. Johnny's got a shot. You shoot like an NPC.
You shut the fuck up. I wrecked you the other night. You know I did. Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
There were 8 of you. What the fuck? And every time you killed me, I was shooting at somebody else.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It's irrelevant.
What about the first time we crossed paths? You're like, I'll fuck you up as soon as I see you. And then we got in that rooftop battle, and I had you, Marston, Killzone, everybody scrambling trying to get me off that rooftop.
Oh, yeah, that was a jump. That's different.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to.
You call it a jump, but we were outnumbered 2-1, bro. It was 14 versus 7. That's not really us jumping, y'all.
It was the whole of. It was a full posse plus 1. I think you had 9 people against 3 until the Valentine hooligans turned up, and then you could hear Pedro on his live stream going, "I think we call it a day now. We give them a black eye. Let's leave. Let's leave. Let's leave." Yeah, you fucking leave now.
Thank you for admitting that was fucking Pedro, because you kept trying to say that was me saying that shit. No, that wasn't me.
All of you, I heard the live stream, and Bulgaria was like, in fairness, Bulgaria was like, no, we stay. Otherwise they would say we leave, and you guys were like, no, let's go now. We've given them a black eye, and I was
like, you guys, because I was like, I don't give a fuck either way. We gave them a black eye. If y'all want to leave, of course I'm gonna leave. If everybody I'm with bounces, I'm not gonna stay there by myself and fight 14 motherfuckers.
So this is the thing though, like, where is it that you stand as far as, you know, the Blackwater group saying that, you know, they still cool with the undead rabbits and they still support them fully and all that shit, but then, you know, I'm sure that they tell you the same thing. Like, how does that work in your mind as far as, you know, will these motherfuckers spawn these dickheads on me, you know what I'm saying? Will they play us against each other for some amusement type shit? Like, what goes through your mind in that situation?
Nothing, because that's not a situation I'm gonna find myself in. Nobody gets me to fight unless I feel like fighting. Like, even when Brian had us jump DHR for him.
I'm not necessarily saying getting you to do something. I'm talking about getting people to do something to you that you smile in their face and they pretend to be your comrades.
I don't think the BWG will do that to me. I really don't. At least not the ones that I know anyway. And I'm not gonna, like, if some random person is like, yeah, I'm BWG, that doesn't mean I automatically trust you. I don't know you. I don't. That's where I differ from a lot of people. Like, I've got friends in fucking Unforgiven, even though Lenny hates my guts. I got people in Unforgiven that I call a friend that they give me heads up when Lenny's planning some shit against me and shit. Like, not like spy level shit like Boris does. They're just my friends.
Are you doing it? Listen to this, Lenny? Inside information. Probably Bran.
Nah, actually, me and Bran didn't become cool until like the past week. It's been like the past week that me and Bran started fucking talking.
He's
actually
a funny motherfucker, bro. That is a funny little motherfucker, man.
Yeah, he don't play the game though, bro. He don't play the game. He's like rank 40. He just trolls people.
He's good for content, man. That's what it is, bro. He's just good for content. But But I'll be damned if he don't make some fucking good content though.
Yeah, he's funny as a bitch, and he's the only fucking newspaper that has actually stayed neutral with no other agenda other than to troll. Like, let's be real. The Tribune has pretty much turned into HR's version of the Blackwater Times. Like,
no,
it's biased
but see, this is the thing. we report on what people give us to report. So if nobody gives us anything to report,
That's a damn lie. Y'all didn't share a
to.
single video of me fucking up the Gambits and the Moroccan Mafia. All y'all
If you
shared
send us the
When did you
videos,
inbox?
we'll
Yeah, did
post
you
them.
send that to the
You send the
inbox? I didn't
videos.
see that.
It was posted in RDR
Wait,
Salt.
I can't save a video off of a page. You have to give it to us so we can post it.
You can damn sure click the YouTube link, click share, copy the link, and post it on your page, bro.
Yeah, but we like to do live videos so they don't have to click a link and go to another page. They can just watch it right there. You know what I mean?
I don't be
Yeah,
uploading
exactly.
shit straight to Facebook, bro. I don't upload nothing
Yeah,
straight
you
to
should-
Facebook.
you
The video
should- you
quality
should
is trash.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've seen some people do some different things, but I mean, like I said,
We're
if
trying to
you
go
get-
down
if
the
you get
route of
links and shit
reporting.
like that,
You know.
you know what I mean? If you do that, then that's that's cool. Just you got to make sure you inbox us the link directly. You know what I mean?
What I'm getting at is like Brand's newspaper, the New Hanover News Network. That's the only one that doesn't have any sort of ulterior motive. You know what I mean? He didn't start that shit to be a mouthpiece for any particular gang. Brian's little shit he's got, the Valentine News Network or whatever it's called.
No,
That
that's
shit's
Stempy.
biased as fuck too.
That's Stempy.
Oh, I thought it was Brian the way the shit was worded because
It might as
looking
well
at
be
the
Brian
looking at the
Stimpy's
messages that
with him,
Stimpy
because,
sends
you know,
me.
if
I was saying, looking at the way Stimpy sends me messages, bro, and the way that grammar is fucking proper and shit, and words are spelled properly on that fucking newspaper page, I doubt that's Stimpy writing that shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Alan, you cannot fight. I will own you, Alan. Oh, yeah, I know his text. Okay.
Not only that, it's spelled horribly, dude. Like reading the shit that he types is like trying to listen to somebody with a shrill voice speak with a Cockney accent.
Well, Johnny had his little fun with him the other night. What was it? 10-0. Yeah, that was it. That was the score. 10-0.
It was just like a little straight. He's not really any competition though. He's not a shooter. It's not what he's good at.
That's why when he keeps challenging me to a 1v1, I'm like, get fucked.
He's good
Nah,
at. He's
fuck
good
him.
at. I mean, I guess he would be good as a support shot. You know what I mean? But he's not good at like straight up. I'm coming at you because all I did was apply pressure to him with the horse, and I knew that shit would fold him.
Well, it
Yeah,
certainly
he's
did
not
10
that
times.
great. It's funny to me how often that getting on horseback works on people because a lot of motherfuckers, for some reason, they got
Forget
something
that,
against
just
shooting a
shoot the
horse. I'll shoot your
Yeah, shoot the
motherfucking
fucking
horse.
Yeah, that's the first shot.
And when I say
usually
that,
go to
people
lay
are
when
like,
I
"You're
catch
an
a horse.
asshole. How could you shoot somebody's horse?" I'm like, "They're an asshole. How they gonna rely on a horse when I'm on foot? Fuck that horse."
Well, we got
Ain't my goddamn horse.
We got a lot of
That's why-
messages
this
on
is
the
the thing
stream
that
at the
always-
moment, guys. We got a lot of
this-
messages from Nightmare saying Nightmare's not happy with you, Alan. He's calling you out a lot on the stream. The leader of the
You
Moroccan
talking about
Mafia has
Willie
said
No Thumbs?
the Moroccan Mafia leader has said MM will fuck HHR. Well, clearly in recent times that hasn't happened. Little Uno's put shit that Slug say sounds like he got too many dicks in his mouth with his ackiness. Okay. Notorious Lee has put go to a different Facebook.
But see, this is the thing.
Okay.
But see, this is the thing with them Blackwater griefers, though, because I know who what you call it is. If y'all gonna talk shit to somebody, whether it be me, one of my enemies, anybody in the community, if you gonna talk shit, stop doing all that little sneaky whole bitch shit. Be men about that shit. Come on, do what the fuck you supposed to do as griefers and get the fuck on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Shu.
Thank you.
Anyway,
What, I have no idea what that's in reference to, man. I got no context on
it's
that.
it's in reference to the motherfucker that just said something to you in the comments because I know what gang you from. I know it's gamer tag. Why do y'all come with the gay shit, bro? Like, say something with some substance to it, bro. Like,
Well, that's
none
all
of the shit
anybody
that
ever
y'all
has to
say
say
makes
about me
any-
is that I'm pansexual and I fuck trannies. Bro, if I was worried
Dude,
about
they
people
say
talking
that
shit about that, do you
any
think that'd have
and
been something I flat out
everybody,
said?
bro.
I know.
Yeah, they say that shit about any and everybody. Like, it's like, alright, this is my thing about the beat, about them, bro. Like, they started out, it was impressive. You know what I mean? How they could spawn in so many people, handle their business, and get on out and woo woo woo. But now, you don't have the same audacity you had then. Where's that energy? The bigger you got, the weaker you got. That didn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? And it's the leaders that ran that shit into the ground by the way that they're leading it. You know what I mean? Especially a motherfucker like Kosi. I know that's probably your homeboy or whatnot, but it's just that leadership qualities are very, very slim. You know, they don't have.
I
they don't
disagree
have
with that,
vision.
man. Like they've got. That's actually why they've been leaving you guys alone. Is they've got other shit that they've been targeting. Like they have other shit on their agenda.
They're leaving
Like,
us
just
alone
because they're not
they're
fucking with y'all
scared.
don't mean
That's what
Well, see,
it
this
is.
is the
Nah,
thing.
bro,
There's a
trust me, they are
difference.
not
There's a
afraid.
difference between leaving us alone and blocking everybody in the HHR on PSN so nobody can get to you.
Yeah,
That's a
and
white
closing the
flag, bro.
community.
That's a surrender.
That's we don't want nothing
That's
to do
not
with you anymore.
griefing, bro.
Bye-bye.
I remember back in the day before you came on the scene, they used to leave their communities on PSN open.
No, they were
so
doing
you
that
could
when I
jump
was in the
them any
scene.
fucking
That's how
time. Yeah.
they
They
were
not
doing that when I was in the
shit,
scene. That's how I fucking jumped in on a bunch of people that I jumped in on. It was fucking
Yeah, that
through that
shit
Blackwater
ain't
group again.
griefing, bro. That we got. I mean, that shit ain't griefing. Like, the bigger they got, the weaker they are. Like, what do you want to focus on? Go jumping fight clubs? Like, come on, bro. Get some content, bro. Stop doing the same shit over and over and over.
Well, that's
That
the
shit
thing
get
is like
boring.
they're not. Here's the thing though. Everybody's expecting the Blackwater Griefers to show up and have an hour-long battle with them like a regular posse. They're not your regular crew. They're not out the fucking. Half them dudes don't even claim to be good at the game. They're not about skill. They're about the group.
But they do that, and then they do talk shit about the skill. They say one thing and do another. I mean, this has proven itself time and time again on posts and just their actions. Like, they say they don't have hour-long fights, yet I've had multiple hour-long fights with them. I'm talking about multiple, but they only stay when they're outnumbering us. 3 posses to 1, 2 posses to 1. Like, it's not that I'm gonna complain because I'm not finna go to a war with somebody unless I feel I'm equipped to. I never as a level 20 told somebody that they can't use explosives if I'm fighting them. I never complained about that. Because if I can't handle that, then I shouldn't be fucking with you. You're out of my league. I should keep my fucking mouth shut. You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it.
I've got one more message here on the live stream as well. Alan from VAJ757. He says everyone is irrelevant, but this SH is right here, is real. What the fuck is he saying? Everyone, nobody care is for real. If he wanna be pansexual, that's cool. That's on him. I don't care. That's what VAJ has to say. And Nightmare 14445 says he'll see you soon, buddy.
Alright,
and
VAJ,
then
go take a fucking nap, you sleepless amphetamine junkie fuck. No thumbs, Willie? Why don't you shave some fat off your fucking thumbs so you can keep spamming explosives?
That's the jokes
Alright, bro,
juice I'm
he
looking
ain't
for.
finna fuck with you no more. Come back in the bar, bro.
You've also got the leader of Morocco Mafia said he just fucked you, simply you got shook. So that's what the leader of the Morocco Mafia said, and also
Listen,
your
Morocco
whole team.
Mafia,
And
we are
You know what's real
Morocco
funny, man? They keep sharing a screenshot of one of their members asking to parlay the Vengeful Fang the other day, saying that was us parlaying them. But I translated that shit. It says a member of your posse requested to parlay. We didn't parlay them. They parlayed us, bro. And I've got the parlay card.
The Moroccan Mafia, bro, they clout chasers. The only reason they even exist in this community right now is because of Rivers, bro. Period.
Bro, I fought them before I even knew that was their name. They randomly showed up in a BWG private server. And you know how I recognize them? That fucking shit that they do into the fucking microphone. When I heard that shit again the other day, I was like, bro, these same motherfuckers?
Well,
and that shit trips me out because they'll get killed. I'll kill like 10 of them bitches and they won't say a word. One of them will kill me one time and they'll go in unison, like fucking 30 of them.
well, we gave them their props, you know, they were fighting BWG, we would give them their props, they were new to the community, but we were passing through Blackwater one night and they decided, a couple of their members, it wasn't the leaders in fairness, but a couple of their members jumped us, we ended up having a big fight with them, The next day, their leaders kind of tried to apologise and try and make it all cool, and it was too late by then. You know, you can't load in posse after posse with explosive rounds, and the next day say, "Oh, it was." They tried to make out it was practice, and we kind of HHR in practice to know that. You know, the MM arrogantly tried to say that we was practice. Well, what we did over the next few days and shook. You got shook, one of our captains in the HHR. He made a point of harassing them every single day. We harassed them every single day. It took 2 days to break them. 2 days to break them down. So they can hide in gun rush. They can write their comments. But the fact is,
yeah, they literally hide like a motherfucker now.
They literally
will go in gun rush and jump server. Bro, we got a video right now of one of them. He will die every time you get 10 feet close to him. He'll die.
See, I don't know what he's on about. He's hiding.
Yeah, the dude kept respawning over and over. I saw that shit.
That's it. He just keep boop, boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop, boop, boop, boop.
I'm like, wow, that looks like somebody fucking us up.
Yeah, indeed.
Look, I'll say this to fucking the Gambits and the Moroccan Mafia. King Kino hates my fucking guts. I don't like that motherfucker. But out of nowhere, Kino was like, look, I hate to say this, but judging that they were 23 versus 3, the fan kind of whooped y'all's ass. How bad do I gotta whoop somebody's ass for somebody who hates my guts to be like, nah, they fucked y'all up? You know what I'm saying? We died a lot. There were 3 of us. You know what I'm saying? Of course we died a lot.
The King Kino, he doesn't even care about parlaying you. He'll literally use his explosives. He'll use painted black with a rifle. He uses explosives, and then he'll literally dip and parlay you. You know, he's done it to us twice.
Oh yeah, I know.
He's.
Bro, I've got video of him trying to hit. No bullshit. I not even no bullshit. I was server hopping at Flat Neck farming fat, and the motherfucker ran up on me and shot me with an explosive round while I was crafting. I saw him run up, and there wasn't shit I could do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in the middle of crafting ammo. I couldn't even pull a gun out.
Yeah.
So I come, and the next thing I know, there's fucking a whole posse of fucking Dark Horse Reapers with him. So I unloaded explosives on him. I killed all of them twice and then bounced. And then he tried to send me a message talking about L's.
Yeah,
like, bro, how did I catch an L? They were fucking a whole crew of y'all. Y'all couldn't take me out.
Trash. Even with the explosive rounds, I mean, they're trash.
Honestly,
He's a fucking moron too. Because you want to know how the first time that Dead Rabbits jumped Dark Horse Reapers was because he was trying to get people together to jump us. And I sent him a message and was like, you still need help? And he was like, yeah, spawn on me. I was like, okay, I'll bring my whole crew. And I spawned in, reformed my crew, the Dead Rabbits, in front of him. And he even sent me, he was like in the party chat with us while I'm talking about how we're about to jump his ass. And he thought we were talking about helping him jump us. Like, bro, dude's a fucking idiot. But my point, and even bringing him up, was like, that's how badly we beat the Gambits and Moroccan Mafia in a 3 versus 23. Was that even somebody who hates my fucking guts was like, nah, they beat y'all's ass. And I was like, yeah, right? Like,
the
fuck,
Moroccan
dude.
Mafia, man, they're like a fucking GTA squad. They trying to come on here and fucking act like
they're like
they
a bunch of fucking cockroaches, bro. They showed up out of nowhere in mass numbers, and they're easy to squash.
That's it. And see, this is the thing that really gets me about the Moroccan Mafia, is he'll say up and down that, oh shit, how the fuck am I wanted? Hold on. But he'll say up and down that we're the best, the biggest with no allies. Yet the Moroccan Mafia is made up of 5 different gangs.
See, that's bullshit.
An alliance. That is, your entire squad is an alliance. That is not one big gang. That's why I used to respect BWG, because I used to think, oh hell, that's one big ass fucking mob they spawning on us. That's not what it is. That's them calling a whole bunch of different groups. That's different for me. That's why when I tell people, oh, do you want to form an alliance and shit like that, I decline them, because for one, it's against our rules, and for 2, if I spawn 100 motherfuckers onto you, I want them to be 100 HHR. I don't want it to be 50 different gangs. Like, that's not power to me. That's some Chris Grimm shit to me.
That's another reason why I like even outnumbered the Dead Rabbits. And everybody kept saying, well, you guys rely on the BWG. We never called the BWG for backup. If they showed up, it was because they saw what was going on and wanted a piece of whoever we were fighting. I ain't never once put out a distress call. The Dead Rabbits weren't even putting out distress calls to each other. You don't have no idea how many times me and Freelance and Bruce would be fighting an entire fucking server and not even let anybody in our own crew know what was going on. That's another thing that made me mad about them going soft the way they did and trying to put a fucking muzzle on me. Like, bro, you joined, especially with Freelance and Brett in particular. Like, when that shit started out, they fucking knew who I was. I've never claimed to not be a fucking toxic individual. I've never claimed to not be a fucking asshole. In fact, I've claimed publicly multiple times I'm a fucking dickhead and I talk a lot of shit. So then to all of a sudden be like, well, we don't want to be a part of that. Motherfucker, you've been a part of it for 7 months.
Yeah, that's I don't understand that. I don't get that. What do you think this is for? What do you think Posse Feuds are for? It's for us to talk. It's the competitive part of the community.
I mean, to be honest, there's only 3 men in that posse now. It's fucking Brett, DLJ, Freelance, and Bruce. Everybody else left in that crew, it's all the girls that Subliminal Me was playing with that didn't want to fight.
Well, the Undead Rabbits and the BWG, they're in their private server now, you know, jerking each other off so they can remain there. But the way we see it is we're putting ourselves out there, so we're going to carry on doing what we do, and we're not going to them anymore. They can come to us. You know, if they want this seat, come and take it.
Try to get to them if I
Honestly, the BWG might. You haven't said that publicly right now. The BWG might show up and fight y'all. I'm not saying that they will. I'm not saying that they won't. I don't know what they got going on. But I will say that you probably don't have to worry about the Undead Rabbits doing shit. They're not about that life.
I know I ain't gotta worry about that.
They'll come with them.
That's another
as soon as
thing that irritates me
BWG
about these little
comes.
fucking underlings in y'all salt group talking about some fucking my crew did this, that, and no, my crew got fucking disbanded because they went fucking soft. Like they didn't vote to kick me out. They left when I told them you're not gonna put a fucking muzzle on me. Like, and you're not. Like, I don't give a fuck
See, the
who
thing
you
that
are.
casts that shadow upon you is the only fact that they got to the mics first.
Actually, they didn't. That's the thing. They didn't come up to the mic until the day after I went into the BWG page and was like, Dead Rabbits is fucking dead.
Yeah, see, I know.
Then they issued this fucking statement talking about all this shit. And like, you can say what you want, but the Dead Rabbits are fucking dead.
Yeah,
That's why they changed their name. That's why they changed their logo.
As well. I mean, Jasper laid it on thick for that statement. I mean, do you want me to read that
Yeah,
shit
but here's the
out?
thing. You want to know why Jasper laid it on so thick? She was mad because in my post about how the Dead Rabbits were done, somebody was talking shit to me, and I was like, look, honestly, I could give a fuck less what you or that opiate-addicted Irish cunt has to say. And she got super butthurt because she is a fucking opiate addict. It was some shit that I wasn't supposed to tell nobody, but if the bitch is gonna threaten to send my motherfucking nudes, guess what, bitch? I'm gonna out your dirty laundry too. Her and Sub both can get fucked.
How did she get your nudes, and what's all these allegations of you sending dick pics to Hosey? What's that about?
I didn't send no dick pics to Hosey.
That's
Here's
what
where that
Jasper
came
said.
from.
Oh, you said that like you sent them to somebody else, but it wasn't Hosey.
It wasn't unsolicited either. That's the thing. I sent nudes to 3 members of the Dead Rabbits. 2 of them ended up being fat girls that were catfishing me with old fucking pics. 2 of them came to visit me and spent a weekend with me. One of them actually spent the whole weekend with me, didn't get no dick, got mad about it, quit and joined BWG. Another one showed up here for like 3 hours.
Who? Please say who.
I can't.
Come
I ain't
on,
gonna do all that.
Come on, give us the juice. Give us the exclusive. Give us the juice, bruh.
Give us that, man.
Give us the juice, bruh. Who?
Blue
Come on,
Ponies is the one that showed up and spent a fucking weekend in my house and got mad she couldn't get no dick. She couldn't get no dick because she fucking catfished me. She sent me like 6-year-old pictures of herself and showed up with like 3 times as big as those pictures and was just...
I gotta do this because she catfished you.
So you're telling me that Blue Ponies come to spend time with you, didn't get the D, she's now the leader of the Gambits, and you're feuded with her, is that correct?
I ain't got no fucking feud with her. I told that dumb bitch she could fuck herself like a month ago.
Wow. Just when you thought
But the other one from the Dead Rabbits that got my news
twisted,
sent.
it just...
Oh, Dead Rabbits, boy, I fucked up when y'all kicked this man, boy, Jesus.
The other one
boy.
that got my dick pic sent to him was another fat girl that was catfishing me. To be fair, she just didn't send me any pictures of herself from below the titties. So all I saw was big titties and a cute face and was like, yeah, you can come chill with me, go to the beach and shit. But I told her, I was like, 'cause a lot of people don't know this about me. I've been celibate for a while, you know what I'm saying? I just, by choice, been turning down pussy and shit. And I told her, I was like, don't be expecting no kind of romance or nothing. That's not what I'm about right now. And then she showed up, was here for like 2 hours, and then sent somebody else in the group a message saying that she was leaving because she didn't feel like she was getting enough attention from me. I mean, it is what it is.
Shit,
But then she quit Dead Rabbits like 2 weeks later, and she also joined BWG.
Well, whenever I fought Blue, she's either been. I fought Blue a number of times. She's been in a Dead Rabbits posse, a BWG posse, a Misfits posse, a Red Dead Syndicate posse, and a Gambits posse.
You talking about the leader of the Gambits now?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Peach Tea. Yeah. That's what he's talking about, bro.
Boy, she was talking that fuck me in the pussy shit to people the other night, yo.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Swear to God, bro.
Oh.
Wow, this
Bro,
just
I
like the
don't doubt
hood, man. This is like the
I don't
hood,
doubt it
bro.
even a
This is
bit.
just like the hood, bro. It's just like the hood, bro. A bunch of
And,
motherfuckers beefing
and
and
the
a whole
third
bunch of
person that
bitches
they were
fucking
talking
with
about that got my
everybody.
dick
I got online
pics was somebody that was sending me messages talking about how much they would want to fuck me if I lived on their side of the ocean and shit, and talking about sending me fucking homemade porn, and I was like, well, shit, and I sent her a dick pic. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
it ain't like I was just sending random dick pics to bitches like, hey, look at my pee-pee. It was
like
fucking
Calcio.
yeah, it was actual conversations where these people were feeling me and were like, hey, here's what I got. And I was like, well, here's what I got. And they were like, ooh. And I was like, right, the shit ain't that big, but it's pretty.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. You're a savage motherfucker. I can give you that.
But
Boy,
yeah,
you're
when I saw
savage.
that post with them threatening they were going to leak my dick pic, newsflash, I got a whole ass FetLife account. I don't know if any of y'all know what a FetLife is. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Facebook
we
for
know.
real freaks. That dick pics on my FetLife. Anybody wants to see it, they can look it up. Fucking Pharaoh Masochist on FetLife. Go ahead, look at my pretty ass PP. That shit's beautiful.
Yeah, this man right here is fucking out of his mind, man.
I know.
That's
bro.
what kills me. Is
Nobody
the
rushed
motherfuckers
it.
act like
You talking about
you can't embarrass a motherfucker that's not ashamed of what he's done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
So like,
True.
that's another reason I don't get why people keep coming at me with the tranny jokes and shit. Like, bro, if I was sensitive about that shit, I wouldn't have told the whole fucking
And
community
those
at once.
jokes, listen, you gotta remember, them jokes ain't about you. Them jokes are for the people who laugh at them, not about the person they're about.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, I don't even get why that shit's funny. Like, this is supposed to be a salt group. That shit ain't creating no salt. Like,
It's just, you know how people are, man. Society.
what it really boils down to is that's all the motherfuckers got to talk shit about is what I do with my ding dong. And this is how I feel about that. All these motherfuckers that can't keep my ding dong out of their mouth, y'all are way gayer than me because I ain't thinking about what you're doing with your dick.
Oh shit.
You know?
This has just been too much for me to. I need to go away and evaluate this, and it'll be interesting to see what the Gambits leader has to say.
Hold on,
when
before I
she
cut out of here,
hears-
let me see what freelance JB of the fucking the Rabbits Tea Party just sent me on PlayStation Network.
He
Oh,
he said the
okay. Oh.
rabbit's tea party.
Inside information. Let's wait to hear this breaking news.
I can't believe this shit. It's gold, Jerry. It's gold.
It's gold.
I'm like,
It's gold.
I'm like fucking Ron Burgundy, bro.
The
He
anchor
sent me some
man.
pictures, like they fucking matter. I don't even know what they're a picture of.
Man, that is funny, bro.
Unless these motherfuckers have made a fake account claiming to be me or some shit. It don't look like, I don't know what the fuck these pictures are. A random
That
dead
is
body.
funny.
I see that. Whatever.
Oh, shit.
I got a whole ass, I got so many videos of me fucking them dudes up and like posse infighting and shit. Like, there weren't but about 3 dead rabbits that I would actually say y'all should fucking really be careful with if they're fucking on the battlefield. And I will say Freelance is one of them if he's running Slippery Bastard. If that motherfucker's running Slippery Bastard, he's gonna creep up on you. He's gonna shoot you with dual wielding sawed-offs. That's his MO these days.
There's nothing a dynamite arrow
Sub
won't
is a
swallow.
good shot.
Yeah,
As much as I hate to admit that.
Nice.
Like, Sub's a good shot. And Bruce is a fucking monster, and everybody sleeps on Bruce. But I know this, when we made that fucking that video of
I
him getting
didn't even
banged,
know who the fuck Bruce was until Bruce got deleted.
Yeah,
And
me
that's
too.
the
That's what
guy's
I'm saying,
honest
bro.
truth,
He gets-
bro. I had no idea who the fuck he was. They like, oh, they deleted Bruce shit. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck is Bruce?
for some reason, man, he gets slept on, and like, I don't get why nobody talks about him, because the motherfucker's gnarly, bro. Like, when we
You
had our
gotta
league
post this
fights,
shit, man. You gotta say you gotta post this shit.
that's
Yeah, I
Bruce is a
mean,
low-key dude, man.
I've seen.
He
Yeah, a
likes
lot
the
of people
fights, he don't like the
keep
drama,
posting
bro.
this shit.
I fought Bruce. I recognise his tag, but this is the question I would like to say to the Undead Rabbits stuff listening. If I or a renegade was going to be responsible for deleting someone's character, do you really think that we would choose fucking Bruce over like
Yeah, involve people.
Or, you know what I mean? Why wouldn't we just do
I'm gonna tell you, listen.
Why would we just do
if Big Chin bitch ass get deleted, y'all can come for me then. Until then, I wanna hear you fucking mouth.
If I could delete someone's character, it wouldn't be no bitch ass intro Bruce Lee.
Let me figure that. Let me figure out how that shit work, and I'm gonna just start disappearing whole gangs.
Look, I'm saying though, let me put it all this way and tell me you wouldn't react the same way. If somebody were to delete, say, you got Shook's fucking profile, and then go into his bio and say that he was a member. No, but what I'm saying is, if they went to his bio and made it say that he was a member of the Dead Rabbits and that he lived vicariously through Matt, wouldn't you automatically assume it was somebody in the Dead Rabbits?
I wouldn't assume, but I would investigate them first.
I would think
that'd be your first thought. Is, oh, I bet it was them motherfuckers.
Yeah. But I would.
That's how y'all's name got brought into it, and I was like, yo, if it was them,
if y'all did that shit to us, that's some more real life shit. I'm not about to talk to you over no video fucking game. I'm gonna call you on the phone, and I'm gonna pull up.
Everybody,
if I can.
Everybody that's
and that's the thing that made me mad is like that whole fucking final big blowout was over me wanting to get some vengeance for Bruce, and me being kind of fucking appalled by the fact that none of them wanted to do anything about it. They just were just like, we'll just take this loss and help Bruce build his character back up. Which, I mean, yeah, help him build his character back up, but just take the loss, just let somebody get away with doing that? What the fuck?
Yeah, man, I seriously think they need to look into the BWG for that one, man.
I don't know, man. I would like to think that is not the case, because a lot of the BWG are my friends.
A lot of snaky motherfuckers, man. It's a lot of them, man.
You know,
there's a lot of snaky motherfuckers in every crew, and every fucking crew in this gang was a bunch of snaky motherfuckers. And that's part of why I respect Boris, is because Boris is the only person I've seen just own that, yeah, he's a fucking snake when he needs to be. And he wears that shit with pride. You know what I mean? And I can respect that way more than I can respect somebody that pretends to not be.
Hold on, Alan, hold on. You respect a guy because he got his reputation by deleting his friend's character. That's what you're saying, basically.
No, I respected him before that. I respected Boris for a whole different reason. What I'm saying is I can respect somebody...
How did you even know him before that?
To be totally honest with you, when me and Matt started going back and forth, he was like, if you want to jump Matt Rivers, I have a way into his session. And I was like, I don't got any rabbits online with me right now, bro. It's just me. And he was like, well, come on anyway. And then I brought Hatton along with me. Hatton was like level 27 at the time. And
Are you talking about Schizo?
Yeah. And from then forward, like, I've always had a good relationship with Boris. From what I've seen, everybody that doesn't do him shitty, they get nothing but good friendship out of Boris. It's people that do him shitty, then they get fucking bit. I mean, when somebody picks a cobra as their mascot, you gotta expect them to bite when you fucking agitate it. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that more than I can respect these motherfuckers like Jasper pretending to be so fucking high and mighty. And that's actually something that is pissing me off a little bit. The BWG is so mad at fucking Brian over this nude shit, but they were perfectly fine with the Undead Rabbits threatening to leak my dick pic. Like, that was nothing to them. They didn't give a fuck.
Oh, they was gonna do that?
Yeah, they were. In that post that y'all were talking about, Jasper was talking about they were gonna fucking send my dick pic out. Yeah, they were talking about they were gonna send my dick pic out.
What the fuck is up with people? Like, bro, why? I don't get people. How do you let this shit get you that mad, yo?
And see, that's the difference between me and the average person. Is like, when I get personal, it's not because I'm mad. When somebody else gets personal with me, I feel like they just opened the door. They just told me that it was okay for me to go personal back. And I will fucking... I have my own set of fucking guidelines that I follow. While I've mentioned people's kids, I've never actually insulted anybody's kids. And that's something that I would really... Matt, you've admitted that before in the chats, Matt. Like, I didn't insult your kid. I just said it wasn't yours. Same thing with Andy.
Yeah,
same thing with the dude y'all kicked me out of the salt.
It wasn't what you said. It's because you put a picture of my kid on Facebook. You put a picture of my kid.
But that's weird. It's not like I didn't make a meme of your kid. I didn't talk any shit about your kid. All I said was, that ain't your kid. All I said to Andy. Well, with Andy, I took it a bit further. With Andy, I was like...
But why even do that in the first place, though? You know what I mean? I mean, why?
With you in particular, it was because you said that I probably had a junkie mom and dad. And if you remember,
words are words,
you said that, and I was like,
words.
Right. Words are words. All I said was that wasn't your kid.
You called my mom a junkie, picture up though. I didn't put a picture of your mom up there, did I? Did I put a picture of your mom up and say she's a junkie? No, I didn't. I was just like, yeah, whatever.
It would have been no different, brother. All the pic would have done was been like, the pic didn't make a difference to me, is what I'm saying. Pick or no pick, you still said the same shit. Only difference was I put a picture up so that I could be like, look, that kid don't look like you. That way anybody that saw the comment would be like, ah, shit, this motherfucker. It wasn't meant to attack your kid.
Using kids in beefs is something I've not experienced until I've come into this community, to be honest with you.
Honestly, everybody else attacked my kid and insulted my kid. All I've ever done is said, that's not your kid. Even the guy that y'all banned me from the RDR2 Salt group today, all I said about his kid was, I made a meme that said, me and Marston got something in common. They ain't ours. It was a picture of him holding his kid.
Trust me, you know, anyone that brings kids or family into RDO2 Salt, it gets banned instantly. So it's not happening.
The motherfucking Moroccan Mafia members were still in the group after they threatened to rape my kid for a whole ass week. And they flat said that they were going to rape my son.
If I would have seen that, I'd have hopped on them way sooner.
Johnny's
somebody shoot me in my fucking head, man.
Johnny's already put on the Salt group that families and all that shit, that stuff is finished. That's the old Salt. That's the Matthew Fox Salt. We don't do that shit here. No one is putting any pictures about people's families or kids, and if they do, they're getting excommunicated straight. We're not doing that. The Renegades are better than that.
If you could tell, if you can, you know what I mean, tell me as a man that you ain't gonna do that shit no more, then, you know what I mean, we'll allow you back in and shit, but don't do that shit no more,
bro. I ain't ever gonna stop telling motherfuckers that their kid ain't
and if a motherfucker, listen, no, I'm saying don't post a picture of nobody's child. You can say that shit all you want, but do not post no picture of nobody's child, bro.
I don't even mind memes, man. When people do memes about me, I actually sit that they make my day. I sit there and I actually laugh. But when people bring people's families or kids into it, that ain't cool. Anything like that, there's a line. You know, memes are pretty strong as they are, but I find them hilarious personally.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's good fun, man, but all the other shit is too far.
Yeah, you don't use a man's kids against him. It's just fucked up. That's just wrong.
Like I said,
everyone
bro,
knows it's a model.
If somebody say that about your kid, now if they say that about your kid, like the fucked up shit you said that they said, yeah, bro, show me where it is, tag me, and they gone immediately. I don't give a fuck what the excuse is.
Well, they're gone now, but I think y'all deleted them after y'all's beef with them. It didn't have nothing to do with them talking about raping my son.
We deleted them because they said that they was gonna kill that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, yeah, I might mention a kid once in a while and be like, that kid ain't yours, but that's not attacking motherfuckers.
That's different. No, that's different. That's like a yo mama joke. That's different.
Yeah.
But don't go to the point to don't put that child's face out to a community that don't want to do nothing but embarrass it. That's not fair to that child. The child ain't doing it. You know what I mean? Because you know them motherfucking king dudes, them king motherfuckers made memes about your child and everything.
The Kings didn't make no memes about my kid. That was Lenny.
I'm talking about mine. I'm talking about man. You're like people in general. They would go that far. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they hid behind the fake profiles. Nobody ever seen their real face. Nobody found out where they from, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But that shit ain't cool. That shit'll get people hurt, and we ain't trying to have that.
Nah, at the end of the day, we're trying to separate ourselves from the old soul of the BWG, where we don't allow kids and shit. Where we don't allow kids, we don't allow family. That's what's gonna separate us from them.
Like, I don't give a fuck if it's 30 people ganging up on you in that assault group. I'm not gonna delete, I'm not gonna hide shit. But the second somebody say something about your child, they gone. The second you say something about their child, you gone. It don't matter who says it. Even one of our members.
Well, where was his resolution when fucking Lenny was making memes about my kid for a whole motherfucking month? Where was this fucking? You did too, see?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Not only did you see it, you was laughing and co-signing the shit. That's what I don't get. Like now, all of a sudden, everybody wants to be politically correct. That's what really happened here. Is that fucking you guys? That's what really happened here, man. Is you guys and the other Salt page got into it, both of y'all trying to paint the other as the evil guy. So now everybody's trying to be politically correct. Everybody's trying to handle the sensitivity. Here's my fucking thing. If you're gonna talk shit about anything, then you're gonna talk shit about everything. I personally didn't give a fuck when Lenny was making memes about my kid until I got tired of everybody else talking shit about the fact that I wasn't doing nothing about it. Like, I really didn't give a fuck. Like, if he wants to belittle himself and make fun of a 10-year-old, cool, whatever. Attack my kid. My kid ain't like my kid saw the shit. My kid ain't on social media.
At the the end of the day, it's like that message that went around where I put the message around, which got shared around the groups and so. I said that I don't agree with the racist jokes, and I don't agree with the jokes on family or children. I've always said that, and I'll always stick by that.
Now the racist shit is hilarious to me. That's different. But
See,
it's not racist shit. Like, I find racism hilarious because of how serious people take stupid shit when, if you come out to my city, or you come out to your city, or you go out to anybody's city, 9 times out of 10, that shit don't exist. I mean, it exists in its pockets, but you don't see racism as much as everybody says it exists. You know what I mean? I got plenty of black friends, I got plenty of Spanish friends, I got plenty of fucking Indian guys that I fuck with, like half of them on here. We fuck around like that all the time. They call you a cracker, honky, all kind of shit. That shit don't mean nothing. It only has bearing if the person getting mad about it gives it bearing. But
yeah, you're right about that. But on the same note, like, I'm a third Haitian, and I got Puerto Rican family and shit. And I'm not really with all that racist shit. So, like, I will make a target out of a motherfucker for some racist bullshit.
Yeah,
just because that's just how I am.
Yeah, that's your prerogative. Can't nobody tell
But that don't mean that I'm gonna get
what
mad
to
about it if they
stand
say some
on or
racist
not
shit.
stand
It's like if they just say some stupid
My
racist
thing
shit,
is
I'm gonna be
this.
like, whatever.
My thing is this: don't bring nobody into it that for one can't defend themselves and for two ain't there to defend themselves. That's not cool shit to me. You feel what I'm saying? That's not being like, if you gonna be salt, be a man about your salt. Keep that shit salty. Bro, I destroyed the Grim Reapers and never once went personal with them, and I just used them and destroyed them motherfuckers. Did I not, Matt?
Absolutely, man. I just don't see any reason at all to bring people's children or family into anything. Any at all.
If you're good at what you do, you don't have to do that shit.
As soon as someone brings someone's kid into it, they're losing.
That's the problem. That's the main problem with everybody in this community. Motherfucker can't take no goddamn L, man. All the times we lost against 12 black water griefers or 7 black, however many it was, all the time we lost, we always told them motherfucker, man, shit, good fight. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn from it. But we just ain't never give up, and then people put out this shit, oh, they say they ain't never lose. They say that I ain't never gave a fuck about scores in the first place, Holmes. Only reason the 1v1 shits happen because y'all call them shits. And I ain't did a lot of them shits. I don't be into that shit. Let's do this shit like gangsters. I want to do this shit out in the open world. Get you slipping in this town somewhere. I don't give a fuck how many tonics you got on you. And bang that shit out until somebody leave. That's what's interesting to me. But that's just my opinion. You feel what I'm saying?
See, to me, I really don't give a fuck about who leaves first. Like, at the end of the day, it's who was getting fucked up. Because there's various reasons a motherfucker leaves.
I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, and that's when the fight gonna end to me, is when one of us leave. That's when the fight ends.
I'm with you on that.
Me.
But my thing is, like, a lot of motherfuckers in this community are talking about, like, the Scottish Outlaws are trying to claim that they fucked me up because after all them kills I got on 4 of them, I left the session. Meanwhile, I left the session because I was fucking bored with it, bro. I jumped in for 30 minutes by myself and was like, I'm done.
That don't mean shit. When the fight is done, that's when you take the score. That's when the videos get made. That's when the kill feed gets counted. All that post shit means nothing, bro. Like, that shit don't mean nothing. The only reason that we didn't do the League of Legendary Gunslingers because they wanted to do that shit. Only reason we didn't is because of who it was ran by. We don't do that. We not y'all monkeys. It's not here for y'all fucking entertainment. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? We'd rather come and fuck y'all up and get on about our business.
Honestly, man, I wish I'd have never entered that league, because that league was the start of the drama in the Dead Rabbits, for real.
That shit was a setup, man. That whole shit was a setup, man.
See, I didn't want to believe that shit, but when the Misfits fucking 3 weeks in a goddamn row use explosive ammo and don't get a disqualification,
man, listen, there was a Misfit
that's when I was like,
around on us the other night. This motherfucker was running around with no goddamn dot. You couldn't aim at him. You couldn't see his name. He was just there.
Well, I don't know how people are doing that shit, but somebody was doing that. One of the Scottish Outlaws was doing that to me last night, and then they're crying because I went in defensive mode. Like, motherfucker.
Yeah, how the fuck are we how are you doing that? I don't.
You can't lock on to them, and when you do aim at them, their name don't even show up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And bro, if I see a motherfucker do some of that cheating shit while I'm fighting you, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off you, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off you. Okay, you got that. Yeah, you can cheat better than me. You won, homie. If that's your gauge of winning, that's cool. But you can't judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree. I don't know how to do that shit.
Look at Alex.
I mean, I don't. Dude, I ain't trying to hog tight.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand people sometimes, man. I don't understand why you gotta cheat me to beat me. If you gonna beat me straight up. Come shoot the shit. If a motherfucker say, hey man, I want a 1v1 with you and we can shoot with just the regular rounds, I'll do that shit. I don't care about that shit. Whatever.
No, you
know
won't, motherfucker. You said a month ago you were gonna 1v1 me.
And I've told you I'm ready. Anytime you ready, bro. We can do the shit after right now. I don't give a fuck.
I ain't about to do it right now. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got no tonics.
Yeah, that shit don't matter to me, cause I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. It's our law. It's our law to stay stocked up 75% at all times. I stay ready. I don't give a fuck about what none of these Jesse Breacher, that clout chasing motherfucker that's trying to get 1v1s with all the best guys so he can get his name out there. Ain't nobody.
Who the fuck is that guy anyway? I keep seeing him pop up.
Exactly.
But like, no, I mean like really, who is he? Like, who does he run with? I don't know who he is.
Exactly. A nobody. Somebody who asked for an alliance got turned down and got salty, just like the rest of them.
Yeah, absolutely, just a free runner.
Bro, half of our enemies are our enemies because they tried to be allies and we told them the shit was against our code and they took it personal. Wasn't no disrespect towards you personally, bro. That's just how we are.
That's a lot of the reason that a lot of motherfuckers don't like BWG for real. They got a lot of their enemies are people that tried to join BWG and didn't make it out of the recruitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know how that shit happens, and I can see why it happens. You know what I mean? But one thing about us is this: we're not no posse that gets on and just plays together every once in a while and has fun fucking people up together and got to know each other. Look, all of us are family. Every one of us.
That's how the Dead Rabbits were too, and that's another thing that pissed me off about that shit.
You know what I'm saying? We grow small, we grow slowly, but we grow potently.
Bro, I get it 100%, and that's, like I said, that's what had me so mad about this shit that went down with the rabbits. Is fucking, I can show you screenshots where I messaged every single member that we had on an individual level, and was like, look, everything cool with you? I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. Fucking, you ain't been saying much in the group chats. Everything cool? You know what I mean? It's not like I wasn't the guy that Matt's tried to paint me out to be, and that's why Jasper came to my defense. Is because as much of an asshole as I am, when we're cool, I'm beyond cool with you. If we're cool together, then I fucking legitimately am gonna look out for you as best as I can. And like these motherfuckers they threw everything that I worked. Not just I, like they worked hard to build it too. Like we had put in a lot of fights together, and they threw it all the fuck away over some bullshit sensitivity from people that really shouldn't even have been in the Dead Rabbits to begin with. Like, how you gonna join a crew that's entire purpose is to fight and then cry about getting in the fight?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, exactly. Obviously this crew wasn't meant for you. That's why I told us, like, if you don't like it, kick fucking rocks. And then I can show you the screenshots. They all left the chat. There was no vote to kick me out like they're claiming. And Bruce actually sent me a message when I asked him about the vote. Bruce was like, no, there was no unanimous vote on kicking you out. There was a unanimous vote on to keep playing together after we parted ways with you, but nobody voted to kick you out. All they voted to do was keep playing together after they parted ways with me. And like, I don't really give a fuck because, like I said, I hadn't played with them for real in like a month at that point anyway, because they tried to put a fucking muzzle on me. I wanted to walk away from the game after that. I was like, if this game is becoming a fucking goddamn shit show, everybody crying about fucking talking shit and having to fight, then I don't even, what the fuck's the point of playing it? And that's actually how the Vengeful Fan came to be. It was because Boris asked me what I was gonna do. I was like, I don't know, man. I'll probably just fucking get rid of Red Dead. I'm about to start playing the fighter games again. And he was like, man, don't quit. And I was like, it's not really quitting. This game has gotten boring to me, and now the crew that I built up fell apart after. I just don't even see a point in fucking playing for it. Like, the shit's not fun to me. And he was like, well, let's make it fun again. Let's get back to doing what we like to do. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Fuck this.
Okay, man. Well, we've covered pretty much all bases tonight. Thank you for coming on. We're just kind of now free roaming, just killing random people. But yeah, no, thanks for coming on. It's been a good interview. Anything
Yeah,
else
yeah,
you wanna finish off with, or you pretty much covered all bases?
Ah, AJ, go fuck yourself and take a nap, you amphetamine prick. That's what I want to end my fucking say on it. Fuck that motherfucker, man. Cause I had him blocked for like 3 months. That motherfucker knew that I wasn't gonna see his post when he was calling me out, talking about he wanted a 1v1 with me. Boris
Oh,
just
really?
happened to see it and was like, yeah. He knew I had him blocked because I had him blocked for months, and he was sending me text messages talking about why'd you block me on Facebook, and I was like, because I don't want to talk to you. Duh. And fucking, but he posted that shit. I unblocked him solely to call his junkie ass out. He knew I was. There was no way I'd have seen it if somebody didn't screenshot it. And actually, thinking about it, it wasn't Boris either. He was like, do you have VAJ blocked? And I was like, yeah, why? And he was like, he's calling you out, and he sent me screenshots of the post, and I was like, oh yeah, let me say something to this motherfucker real quick.
Yeah.
I don't think Jay realized that somebody was going to tell me he was posting about me. I don't think Jay realized that I was going to come for his motherfucking ass straight for the throat like that.
Okay,
Oh, so you've already jumped on him.
I need to cancel out the interview now. We're getting attacked by various players, and I want to concentrate and fuck them up. Call the boys. Let's call the boys in and fuck them up. Okay, Alan, thank you very much for coming on the Tumbleweed. I'm sure we'll be seeing you and the Black Lung on the field of battle very, very soon. But yeah,
everybody's gonna be seeing the fact.
All right, bro.
Boris, that's where the beef with the Gambits come from. Isn't that? We weren't planning on fighting them. Pedro ran his fucking mouth though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's gonna be seeing us eventually though.
We understand the beef there and stuff, but I still think the Black Lung has more to
Oh, Benny the Brawler's here.
Yeah, he did. He killed me once earlier on when I was talking to you.
I just shot him in his head with a Springfield. I didn't know that was you, Benny.
Yeah, in fact, maybe we should carry on the live stream and burn him live on air. Maybe that's the way to go.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me go see Benny.
You know what? He shot me too, so let's park tie that motherfucker. I'm gonna puke on him while you burn him.
Yeah, I was trying to fight him, but you kept killing me, Alan, you know, in the middle of me trying to fight him, you know.
Well, I mean, everybody started shooting, so I started shooting too. Fuck.
Okay, let's fuck him up. Come on in, Benny.
Tell you guys to parlay me that way, fucking. I want to puke on Benny. I ain't even trying to shoot you guys, but everybody's red on my map. Literally everybody.
There's some other players here as well, just some randoms, I think. Oh, he got me. Evans repeater. He's on the cliffs.
Oh, there's Madman dudes with y'all, huh? Because he kept shooting me during the interview.
Yeah, no, Madman is with us. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh, well, he was shooting me before everything kicked off. I don't know. Everybody's fucking red. I might just bounce.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to distinguish the difference.
Especially since it's not like I'll see one of y'all screen, one of the dudes that run with y'all's name and be like, oh, don't shoot him because fucking habit, bro. Half the people in this fucking lobby right now are people I shot at before.
Exactly. I get it.
I know that name, Benny the Brawler, though. Who the fuck is that?
He's one of the ex-Rose Mafia guys. I think he's with Unforgiven for a little while as well. And yeah.
Oh, he's Unforgiven. That's where I know the name from. Fuck that dude. That was the funniest shit about when y'all fucking all three crews jumped that fucking Legion at Lenny talking about how he got some kills on me. That motherfucker was running Slippery Bastard and dynamite arrows and wasted all 8 dynamite arrows because I was free aiming him with explosives from my Evans.
Oh, we got shook here as well now. Oh shit. Here we go, all the boy. Yeah, Shook's here now and a couple of the others. I don't know who the other posse are though. I think they're just random ones that come to Tumbleweed and fight.
Yep. See, that's why I'm about to roll out and say fuck trying to puke on Benny. Because every time I try to get close to where y'all are at, I'm getting shot up because I'm just a red dot on the map.
Hey, y'all hop in the game chat, yo.
Game chat? Yeah, okay, man, I did. Oh yeah, they've left. They've left. Trying to ruin our interview. What are they playing at? Yeah, no, they're gone. They're gone. Oh no, Benny's still here, but other than that, the rest have gone.
Hey, Rivers, man, come on, man. I done burnt him twice. I'm waiting on you.
I'm trying to get over there, man. It's all the terrain. I'm kind of trapped in between these canyons. I'll make my way over.
Alright.
Ah, Benny. Benny. Bye, Benny.
Hey, you better get that 1v1 with him and whoop his ass. Leave this party so we can hear you in the group, bro.